one of my dad's friends, he made a joke about the Sistine Chapel. He's like, yeah, fuck it, man. I don't need to see the Sistine Chapel. I'll go see the 15 Chapel as long as it's a 2-hour drive and I can be back at the same day. What is Chiefin, my dudes? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. And guess what? I'm actually blessed with the gift of Bryce right now.
Wow, dude.
I know.
Am I in a freaking manger right now with how blessed you are by this arrival?
Praise Jeebus.
What if Justin Bieber's fans called him Jeebus?
Why would they call him that? There's no J. Oh, Jeeb.
But it'd be Jubies.
Jubbis. Jubbies. Wait, Jubbier.
Welcome back, all my jubbalos, to the Chiefin.
All my jubbalos and jublets.
We're in the freaking flesh. Welcome back to the Chiefin podcast, folks. I'm here for a few episodes. Pretty soon I'll probably be here for a lot more episodes. And Indio's on the floor right now, so if you hear snoring, that's why.
I thought originally he was he's having a hard time breathing, or he was whimpering, but just snoring.
Just a dog that was bred to not live life well.
His face was like buried in the carpet. He's like, You sound like a French guy. Josh would know about that.
Oh, Josh, how do you breathe? This is like Dora the Explorer, right? It's interactive.
Yeah. Josh, tell us how you breathe. Breathe now in the car.
Guys, this is a Tomatalk this week. Thank you for joining us wherever you're listening or watching. If you are listening, thanks. Drop a subscribe, leave a review. We read them. We actually care. Thank you. If you're listening and want to watch our freaking mugs, we're over on YouTube right now at Chiefin Podcast. You can see us picking our noses and butts. So don't miss out on that great content.
So it's funny you said that we go through all the comments, because we really do. We go through every single comment pretty much.
Some guy thought we were buying likes the other day. Did you see that?
Yeah. He's like, oh, you forgot to buy the likes?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, dude.
Like, no, that's not how we roll.
Nope. And then another guy, it's so funny because if I'm telling a joke and I made it up myself, I'll say, hey, I made up this joke I'd like you to hear. But some guy was like, stolen joke. Heard this in 4th grade. I'm like, yeah, I know. I heard the joke and I thought it would be funny to give it out and share it with someone else. And they're like, not original content, dude. No. I was like, I'm sorry that I like to share laughter.
Attribute that old joke.
Yeah. Liked it better in high school. Unfollowing. I'm like, okay, bye. I don't care.
It's been a while since we've talked. I have a lot of shit, random stuff I want to get through. Oh, there was one thing. It was kind of a expansion on my thought process that the game of life is kind of fucked up.
What about the game of Risk?
I love it.
You seem to be a huge fan of it.
I love it. It's honestly not that risky.
No.
It'd be funny in the game of life if they put real world circumstances in it, like, oh, addiction to alcohol, it's going to set you back $3,000.
Go to rehab.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, they have stupid things, like insurance is for losers.
Uh-oh.
Losing the kids in the trial.
Yeah, like, they really set you back and kids are just like, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And you gotta buy or you have to pay alimony every
yeah. Like, wait a minute, I didn't even see the kids.
Oh, great. Oh, you couldn't see the kids this week. It's really taking a toll on your work now.
That means you're gonna hit the bar again. Uh-oh. DUI?
The 3rd one this week. Damn it.
It's gonna lessen the kid time. And insurance goes up.
This is really gonna set back your savings. Okay.
Like, an adult version of life would be really funny.
But I like your idea, and I kind of want to run with that.
Thank you. I'll call it real life.
I feel like that's copyrighted, though, like life.
No way. They haven't copyrighted the word life.
Maybe for a board game, yeah. Wait, you know what you should do? Just real-time living in the world where we're in.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Live, but with an F will be the name.
Real live.
As a dad now, I've realized that a lot of baby products are just scams. Like, I thought a baby bag was something special before. It's not. It's just a backpack.
Yeah, it's just like it's like one of these. Like a diaper bag.
Yeah. No, it's like a normal JanSport bag. It's like just a backpack, but it's shaped a little differently, has 2 zippers still and pockets inside. I thought a diaper bag is something special. You can live with like a JanSport as your diaper bag.
You could live with a Vaughn's bag.
I mean, I guess.
That's what I have for my kids.
Really?
That's why I lost them in the divorce.
Live with an F.
Live with an F. Get your own make your own diaper bag.
But the interesting thing is I had a class in college for consumer behavior, and they talked about how like certain products are marketed specifically for certain uses, but they don't really serve them. Kind of like how body wash and shampoo are kind of the same thing. It was like, oh, that makes sense, but it's like, oh, now I'm just living it with a diaper bag. It's just a fucking backpack. Like
it's
3
funny.
times the price.
Ever since you told me that shampoo and soap are basically the same ingredients, so they're just labeled differently. If I run out of shampoo, I'm like, well, at least I got body wash. I can just throw it in my hair. I don't care. But I think that face wash is different.
Yeah.
Like you can't use face wash on your body.
Probably not.
Put that on your wiener.
You might be able to. I think it depends on the face wash. Like Cetaphil, you could probably use it.
You put that on your wiener though.
Yeah, it's not going to burn it. What kind of face wash?
I don't know. It's got acid in it though, doesn't it?
What kind of face wash are you using with acid? You sure you're using face wash?
The same kind that toothpaste used. Why?
I use Listerine for everything, dude.
Dude, the other day I told you the water turned off and I had to brush my teeth. All I had was mouthwash. So I took my mouthwash and poured it on my toothbrush and I was like, okay. And then I was like, well, how do I wash the toothbrush off though? So I just put more mouthwash in my mouth and then spit the mouthwash. I'm like cleaning everything with mouthwash. Dude, I gotta take a shower. Mouthwash.
Dad pulls up like, man, need to refill engine oil. Slow.
That's like that. There's that soap that Josh has. It's like 31 in 1 uses. So it's like
sounds like something Josh would get.
It's wild,
like,
dude.
What?
It shows.
What are the 31 uses?
There's a bunch on there. It's like shampoo, conditioner. But how do you that doesn't make any sense. Shampoo and conditioner, you can't. That's not mutually exclusive. But soap, I think some of it was to clean cars. There was like carpet cleaner. Like it's like a bunch of stuff in there. But I'm like,
can you put it on your body?
Yeah, it's really, really weird. But it's not like bad chemicals. It's all like essential oils and stuff. It burns like a motherfucker, dude. You put it on and your whole body gets like all tingly.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't burn, but like it doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel like...
Oh, tea tree oil?
It might be that.
Oh, interesting.
I think it has peppermint in it as well. But I remember the first time I did it, I put it on my nether regions. And
that's why Josh has been smelling like a Christmas tree lately.
And I was like, ooh, well, it's got a little bite to it. I don't know if I enjoy that.
I do right after a shave. Oof.
Yeah. Oh, that aftershave, like the Macaulay Culkin, but it's down there.
Speaking of soap, I accidentally joined the Tide Pod craze recently.
You ate a Tide Pod?
Sort of. So Logan's sister stayed with us for a little bit, and she like went to the grocery store and like picked up stuff for us. And I thought she bought us pods that go in your dishwasher to clean it. And they were actually Tide Pods. And we went through about a bag of them until Logan was like, why is all of our like dishes like taste like they have soap residue? I was like, I don't know, I'm using the new pods. Your sister, she pulled them out. She's like, these are fucking Tide Pods, dude.
That's a Bryce move right there.
Yes.
That's a total Bryce
textbook move. Bryce move. Yeah. Like the smartest idiot you'll ever know.
It's the weirdest thing. You are one of the smartest people I know, but you have little to no common sense. Like, it's the weird. It doesn't make any sense. I remember
I asked my parents how to get water out of the faucet when the hose wasn't connected. Like when I was like 12.
Like I remember in high school, or not high school, in college, anytime we open up a 12-pack of like cans or whatever, you go right at the handle and just rip it. There's a little pouch on the end, perforated. You can just open it up and you get one can at a time. No, now you got to carry it.
Yeah, but I know the smart solution.
Like
I just don't want to
like a fucking baby when you. I got to take this back home.
Yeah, I have no common sense.
Yeah, it's all right. Like when you pushed Kate on the skateboard. Go! And
I wanted her to go, so I pushed.
Yeah, but you didn't push her. You pushed the skateboard.
Yeah,
and then
she wasn't fastened to the skateboard.
Flat on her ass.
That was so bad.
That was great, dude. I want to play tennis so bad. I love tennis.
I haven't played it forever.
That's where we were on the skateboard. It was at the tennis court. It was very slick, and she hit hard.
She fell again like recently too.
When we were doing the hangout thing.
Yeah, I think
and
it
then
was
she
bad.
fell, and her ass was like black.
Damn.
Like it was a bad bruise. And then Claire fell maybe, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes later, but she was completely fine. And then the next day, she was like, I guess I just know how to fall. And Kate was like,
Full body cast.
yeah, Claire. By the way, thanks for coming to the hospital to visit me.
Yeah.
Thanks for the flowers.
Happy early birthday to Kate. We'll send you a skateboard. All right, we can get into what I texted you that I wanted to talk about is Stranger Things, because I finally caught up.
Yes.
I watched all of Stranger Things over like a 4-day period, and I think it's one of the most beautiful shows I've seen. The CG is so good. It's all the effects are really good. The acting was great. I love the characters, but man, the plot's kind of weird.
Okay, what I don't like, before you get into what you're going to say, I can't stand how strong they make Hopper. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, he's like a small hick-town cop. Like,
Okay, but not just that. He broke both of his ankles and then ran away from the cops or the Russians.
is that in the snow scene?
Yeah, in the snow with no shoes.
Yeah, how'd he run?
Exactly.
You can't control your feet at that point.
Your ankles are broken.
Yeah.
And he's like, 11 needs me.
Yeah.
I gotta get there. That made no sense at all.
Honestly, he should have died. That's what one thing I don't like is you kill off the character. There should have been like he should have stayed dead. I don't like that he came back. I was like, oh, okay, everyone's just gonna come back to life when they die.
I found it really weird that also at the very end there just happened to be a sword sitting in that arena when the Demogorgon comes at him. Makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. The plane crash that those people survive, insane.
Uh-huh.
That should have. There's no explosion that killed them. They just crashed the plane into the snow and live. And the whole number one, I love the reveal that he is the guy.
So good.
So cool. I love the stories where the flashbacks are different than what actually happened in reality, where Eleven thought she killed everyone, but she didn't. Mm-hmm. I love that. But I hate that this kid's whole origin story is related to spiders. I mean, what? You want to kill humanity?
No,
after
it's not
you
just
found
because of
spiders in your attic. That's
all
all it was.
It's not because he found
He said,
spiders.
I was a little different.
Yeah,
but then
he's
I
a little
found
different.
spiders and I understood.
That's
what?
That's what he's saying though. He's like I was different, but then I related to the spiders, and he's like, "Fuck, dude, I want to kill everyone." now."
Yeah, like that's the inspiration.
I don't think
not
it's
to
just
start a new world order. He's not possessed or anything. He just thinks spiders have a point, so
but
he's gonna kill everyone.
He was just an evil kid though. That's why he was killing animals and stuff, and that's where it starts too. If you start killing animals, dude, that's like serial killer shit.
Yeah,
and he was bad.
Josh,
fucking BB
I
gun
may
in the
have
backyard.
been a witness to a few mouse deaths in my day.
That's okay.
Oh, all right. Well, start somewhere.
But I mean, yeah, true. But it's. I mean, I think it's like household pets. Like if you have,
yeah, that's like the serial killer shit.
But I mean, I've seen Josh hit a bunch of birds with BB guns in his backyard. I think he shot a hummingbird one time, which was impressive.
Oh, that was like in Kyle's backyard, right?
Maybe it was Kyle that shot the hummingbird.
That was bad.
You know, I have a lot of friends that shoot birds now. I should apologize to them and just
I've got a lot of friends locked up right now.
Make sure I apologize to them and they cross my name off the list and then
put lipstick on. Yeah, Stranger Things is like there were some points where it's just like, what? Like, why is this? It's shot so well. The kids did such a good job acting. Mm-hmm. Love the kid that like ended up sacrificing himself. That was fine. He did a great job acting.
Dude, I loved Eddie. Mm-hmm. Eddie was the best. And it sucks because it's like you have one season of him and that's it. Yeah. But you grow to love that character so much throughout it. In the beginning you're like, oh, like he's just that metalhead, whatever.
Oh, and now the ginger, she's blind? Is that what's going to happen?
Dude, she's blind and she's in a coma now.
Oh, that's wild.
What I think that she is separated from her body. Like her soul is somewhere else, but her body's still alive. But you can have like kind of like a zombie sort of. Like you have like a vessel and your soul is somewhere else. I think that she is stuck and one has her.
I thought one's dead.
No, he crawled away at the end, remember?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, he fell out the window and then when they went down there his body was gone. So I think that he still has her like in that whole like clock area, because I mean he got her. He got her like if you're you're done. It's over. But 11 somehow brought her back.
Yeah, I was like almost dead.
Yeah. So I think that she's her soul is somewhere else, trapped somewhere else.
Yeah.
And they have to go back. I think they go.
I thought it was great. Like if I had to give a score 0 to 10 of the season, I'd probably give it 7.8 maybe.
Really? I would have given it like an 8.5, maybe even 9.
Yeah.
I loved
You like it more than the last season?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
I because it wraps up everything and goes like full circle at the very end and like shows you the origins of everything. And not to mention, I didn't hear that Kate Bush song until I saw episode 4, and I was like, yeah, running up the hill. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. Yeah. And it's funny how like those things like cycle through like every 20, 30 years or whatever, you get like an old song that resurfaces and it's like, oh, top of the charts again. Just like styles and fashion and stuff, everything comes back.
It's just because of shows. Like,
Well, because I want to say it's after 30 years, it becomes like public domain or something like that. Like you're allowed to use it.
I can't wait till Don't Drop That Tantada comes back. Banger, dude, the kids don't know about. Can you imagine how wild TikTok would be right now if Don't Drop That Tantada was popular?
We're going to be, what, 60 when that comes back?
Yeah. I'll be ready to drop the tantada.
Don't. Okay. I'm going to drop that tantada. I'm done.
I had a thought. Imagine how stupid and dumb people used to be back in the day if the smartest people we had were people that just looked up at the stars and tried to connect them.
Okay, so
like that. Those were our geniuses. It's like, that's kind of like a lion.
That's Alpha Centauri. That's the comet,
like,
right?
That's too smart. He's a witch, dude. He's a genius. How'd he do that?
So I actually thought about that the other day. Who's the one that did the Sistine Chapel?
Michelangelo. And
okay. Maybe not him. Who's the one that
Galileo
was a good inventor?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci. If you brought him back to the present day right now, do you think he'd still be considered smart?
Well, like, so you bring him back right now and he has the brain he had back then?
Like,
or like
he grew up in his prime?
Oh, no. I think he would be like, he'd be smart, but he wouldn't be like, the comparable would be Elon Musk, right? Or some like other visionary.
I was thinking like Einstein, but yeah.
So I see Einstein more like Neil deGrasse Tyson, Bill Nye, super smart, just loves science, obsessed with science, but not really capitalist kind of mind. But I see Leonardo da Vinci kind of more like the Elon Musk, where he's using his stuff, like his inventions. I feel like there would be some ulterior motive to like just make a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I think he was using his inventions to better humanity.
Yeah,
but Elon Musk is also doing the same thing, and Neil deGrasse Tyson is just a freaking genius person. But he is capitalizing on it.
Like, I feel like Thomas Edison, or not Thomas Edison, Einstein. Did I say Thomas Edison?
Yeah.
Einstein, I think, would be really smart today still, though.
Oh, for sure.
Because I feel like science hasn't changed.
Science is never going to change. Like, oh, God, I can't remember his name. He's a British guy. You got kind of like almost like fangs.
British guy with bad teeth.
Yeah, that's okay. Pour one out for the homies. Beans.
British guy with bad with
no,
fangs?
Not smart. No, I didn't say he was smart.
Stupid?
No, I didn't say he was stupid either. I'm just saying you're putting words into my mouth, and I need you to stop.
So what's his outside of his teeth?
He's
what's
a comedian.
He done?
He's a comedian. Teeth.
Not Ricky Gervais.
British. Ricky Gervais.
He has fangs.
Pretty much. I mean, like he's got.
How is that?
Because Pump the Brakes.
Before comedian.
Pump the Brakes.
British guy with fangs.
Pump the Brakes.
What?
I go off a physical attribute first, and then I branch from there, okay? I don't go, oh, he's a comedian. Also, he's got bad teeth. I go, he's got bad teeth, fangs, he's British, comedian.
Black guy that's balding. Oh, he's also one of the best basketball players of all time.
I knew you were talking about Michael Jordan, though.
LeBron.
They're both balding. One of them is all bald. Yeah. Anyway, so Ricky Gervais, he talks about, and I love his take on this. someone was like, well, why don't you believe in God? He goes, it's not that I don't believe in God. It's that I believe in multiple gods, or I don't know what to believe until I am proven that it's real, right? And then he says, but science I can get behind, because if you were to take every single Bible and every single written text about religion and every single thing about science and burned it all, science will come back exactly as it was, because it's proven and it's a law. But Bibles and stuff, Christianity, that's not going to come back unless, there's like a second coming or something like that. Like I really like that take. It's an interesting take.
The people's takes on some of the biblical stuff of like drugs, where like they think like the burning bush was like cannabis or something. And that's why it made whoever it was, Moses, kind of like see things. It's super interesting shit like that. Trying to explain the phenomena of the Bible with like what stuff could have been.
But I also think maybe they were just freaking tripping, dude. Like really, I think they might have just been like,
their mind's just, there's a reason to it, right? Unless it was like lack of sleep, maybe.
Yeah, or they were in the desert, no food, no water. They're just like hallucinating. They're like, burning bush. Oh God. Not to say that I don't believe in Christianity and all that stuff. I'm just saying I like his take on it, and I think that it's an interesting take, and I can back that.
I wanted to circle back because you brought up Sistine Chapel real quick. It's ass. I'll stay at our record as that.
So it's not called the Sistine, it's called ass?
Yes. We went there and you're expecting like this beautiful thing, right? It's not that, like, it's as big as the living room maybe. And the ceilings don't go that high.
Dude, I was thinking like a cathedral.
No, it's like a basic ass old chapel with paintings on the ceiling. I thought the Vatican itself was crazy. That was like fucking 200 feet high, gold everywhere. The Sistine Chapel is just paintings on a small chapel.
Huh. I didn't know that.
I was so underwhelmed by that.
That's the same with the Mona Lisa. You think like, it's this giant portrait.
Tiny.
It's like this fucking big. It's really tiny. I haven't seen it myself, but my sister saw it and she's like, it's not what you think. And everyone's gathered around in this room and they're looking at it and like just you practically need binoculars to look at it.
There's some guy that like defaced or tried to deface it recently, right? And it's a fake one, the one that's shown.
I don't think it's the real one.
Isn't that so dumb? Like, travel to see the fake.
Well, I mean, they make it like an identical copy, but I could do the same thing.
You just fucking Google it then. It's an identical copy.
But I think they want to make it because isn't it? It's like withering away. Like it's
probably under like crazy like CO2 oxygen like maintenance and shit to like make sure.
But they they want you to see like the actual dimensions of it, which again you could probably just get at the gift shop.
Yeah. Like, if it's not that big, then it's not that impressive anyway.
You fold it in your pocket like what's it called? National Treasure. Walk out with the Declaration of Independence. One of my dad's friends, he made a joke about the Sistine Chapel. He's like, fuck it, man. I don't need to see the Sistine Chapel. I'll go see the 15 Chapel as long as it's a 2-hour drive and I can be back at the same day. He's like, I don't care. Dude, it was so funny. Just the fact that he because we were talking about like vacation spots. And I was like, oh yeah, like the 7 wonders of the world. It'd be so beautiful to see these things. He's like, yeah, but like the Sistine Chapel, like I don't really care. Like just take me to the 15 Chapel as long as I can get there in a day and come back the same day. It's not a big deal.
All right, guys. We got more shit to get to. But we have a guest coming on next week, so we got to get ready for them.
And by next week, we mean 5 minutes from now.
Yeah. Well,
for us. Well, not 5 minutes.
No, a few hours.
Oh, Jesus. I must be a freaking dynamo in bed. I lasted like 5 minutes last night. No.
Guys, hope you all are dynamos in bed this weekend. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. We'll be back next week with another banger. And as always, from all of us here at the Chiefin podcast, keep it Chiefin.
Keep it Chiefin.
Good sode, guys.